and welcome. Today we're looking into what makes you attractive, what makes you sexy, what draws people to you. We're going to be looking at a few different traits, such as your physical attractiveness, the personality traits and energy that draw people in, and we're going to pull some cards on what people think about you, what their fantasies about you are. So I think this will be kind of fun to look into. I'm excited. Today we have 4 groups to choose from left to right. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go ahead and take your time. Choose the one that you feel most drawn to and click the corresponding timestamp in the description box below. For group 1 today, we have a citrine point. For group 2, we have a lapis lazuli. For group 3, I believe this is petrified coral. And for group 4, this is clear quartz. Again, take your time on deciding. Pause the video if you need. When you are ready, click your corresponding timestamp in the description box below, and I look forward to seeing you in your reading. Hi group 1 and welcome. You guys chose this citrine point. Today we're looking into what makes you attractive, what makes you sexy to other people. We're going to be looking at a few different factors and what came up with your pile here. Then we're going to pull some tarot to see what people's thoughts and fantasies might be about. So let's jump right in here. For you guys, we had the Queen of Cups reversed, the 2 of Wands, the 4 of Cups, King of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. So this left side here is people's perception of you, and this side is about your physical appearance, and this is about the sexual energy that you radiate. So the first thing that's coming to mind with you, group 1, is the word that's coming to mind is like heartbreaker. I'm not exactly sure if that's the most accurate term, but with the 4 of Cups here, it's almost like you seem uninterested in the people that find you attractive, and that kind of just makes them want you more. Like the fact that you don't care about their attention or their attraction just kind of pulls people in more. Like, this is kind of hard to describe. It's like you seem very confident and very sure of yourself, and maybe you just get a lot of attention, and it's just making you seem like, I don't notice you, I don't care, I have options. So it's like, but that makes people want you more for some reason. But yeah, I do get the feeling that you do attract a lot of attention, so I'm kind of wondering why you're even here, group 1, to be honest with you, because I imagine you already know you're attractive, but that could just be how people see you. Maybe you don't feel that way about yourself, but yeah, people with the King of Wands here, it's like people see you as very confident. I'm seeing a very confident way of walking, a very confident way of carrying yourself. I feel like you have a very good posture. I feel like, yeah, there's something about your attitude though that's just like, yeah, I'm attractive, but don't waste your time, because I'm not going to give it to you. At least that's how people are perceiving you here. With the 4 of Cups and the Queen of Swords here especially, it's almost like there's a level of coldness towards the people that approach you, whether you mean to or not, group 1. This is the people who are attracted to you. This is their perception of you, that I don't know, almost like they see you as like out of their league to some degree here. It's very interesting that there's a lot of confidence, and yeah, confidence is the main thing I feel like draws people in, and then something about your attitude just makes them want you more. In terms of your physical appearance, with the 2 of Wands here, There's something very individualistic, very unique about you, about your appearance. It could be the way you dress. You might stand out a lot, maybe just in the colors you wear, but I am feeling for most of you, group 1, that there's just something very unique about your appearance. And with the Queen of Cups reversed here, I feel like if you're a woman in particular, there's something about your features that is just very unique. Like I feel like you're not, I don't know how to say this in a way, like I feel like it's gonna sound offensive if I say it this way, but it's like there's something kind of masculine about your appearance, even if you're a woman with the Queen of Cups reversed here, but not like in a bad way, and like a sexy, unique way. It could, like, you could have the perfect feminine figure, but there's something else about you. I feel like for some of you, you could just be really fit and muscular, and that shows, and that would make sense with the level of confidence and the way you carry yourself here. It could also be some sort of sharpness to your features that it's not necessarily masculine, but it's less soft. Like you could have just really prominent cheekbones or a prominent bone structure that, honestly, that's kind of what I'm feeling for most of you, is that you have maybe some prominent sharp features that are very unique, like most people don't have them. Especially, yeah, it is, something about your face is very striking in a very alluring kind of way, okay? Not like in an off-putting way. This is what makes you attractive. So yeah, I do wonder if you have just very sharp features, or you might just, based on where you live, you could just be kind of exotic. Maybe you come from some kind of foreign country, or just a foreign place that's different. So something about you just stands out from the people around you, and it makes people wonder about you. But there is something about your attractiveness and appeal that is, or your, just the energy you radiate is just kind of like, don't approach me, I'm out of your league. And I don't know, people really, it just pulls people in more, that confidence, and that it's almost a cold feeling, if I'm going to be honest with you, group 1, but it's like the cold feeling that makes people really curious. Like there's an air of mystery. There is an unattainability with you. And for a lot of you, group 1, you might just be so attractive, people feel like it's just not worth talking to you because you're not going to give them the time of day. But I feel like that attitude makes people fantasize about you. Like, what would it be like to be with group 1 if I actually had a chance? That type of thing. But I want to pull some tarot to kind of get some more insight onto what these thoughts or fantasies might be about. Let's see here, which deck should I use? I think I'm going to use just my Paulina tarot here. Okay, Spirit, what are people's thoughts and fantasies about group 1? The people who are attracted to group 1, please, Spirit. The Tower, again, like, it's just heartbreaking and cold, and they feel like if they approach you and they try to flirt with you, they feel like they're going to be rejected. It's something about your energy. Now, I don't know if you're actually like that, group 1, but it is something about the way you walk, and I think it's just your confidence in yourself and who you are that kind of gives off that energy. Okay, Spirit, can we get some more information here? We have the World. Okay, I'm hearing a complete package here. Like, it's like, almost like you're a lot of people's perfect ideal. Even if you don't think that you're conventionally attractive or fit this societal ideal, you are a lot of people's actual ideal, like the person they fantasize about. Like, and I feel like it's more than just your physical appearance. I'm hearing something about, I don't know, but like maybe your intelligence, or worldly success, material success or something like that, but there's just something in the way you carry yourself that seems like you're just kind of well-rounded, perfect in every way. Like if people had a list of the partner that they want in terms of, you know, physical appearance and career and personality and intelligence level, it's like you check off all the boxes for people. That's what the World card is telling me here. Spirit, what else? What else do people who are attracted to group 1 think of group 1? We have the Queen of Wands again, really sexy, really magnetic in like an unapproachable way. Okay, it's just Queen of Wands is giving me more of that like conventionally attractive, but like you do have this unique characteristic that pulls people in as well. Yeah, honestly, I'm just wondering, like the word model just came to mind, but I know that's a lot of you are going to like not like that word, but I feel like you do strike at people's fantasy in some way, like in an exotic way, or like people imagine your life is glamorous, I guess I want to say, even if it's not. There's something about the way you carry yourself or dress that people imagine this when they see you. And it just adds to your allure and attractiveness. Okay, Spirit, let's get one more card here. What else do people think when they see group 1? 4 of Swords. There is, again, 4 of Swords is kind of hinting at that like unattainability of you, but there's something more here. It's like I feel like people, it is something about your attitude here. It's like people think that it's just pointless to approach you, that how do I phrase this? It's just like might as well give up before we approach you, okay? And then there's also this feeling of you just seem really balanced and confident in yourself. Like you're not rushing around stressed out like a lot of people are. A lot of people are just like very focused in on their own world when they're out and about, and they don't really notice what's going on around them, but it's almost like you're really chill. Okay, you're really present. At least people see you this way. People see you as really present when you're out and about, present in who you are, you're present in the moment, and it's kind of a rare quality actually, because most people are very caught up in their own minds and their own life. I mean, they're worrying about the past, and they're worrying about the future and how to fix things, but it just seems like you just seem really calm and chill, and maybe that's what adds to this kind of world thing where you are the complete package. It's like people find that presence and that stability really comforting. It's like something, that chillness just draws people in because they want that energy. They want to be around that chill energy. But anyway, group 1, I think I'm going to end your reading right here. I hope this was interesting. I hope it resonated. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up. I'd love to know in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I look forward to seeing you in another reading. Bye! Hi group 2, and welcome. You guys chose this lapis lazuli stone. Today we're looking into what makes you attractive, what makes you sexy, what do people think about, and kind of even fantasize about you when they see you, when they are attracted to you. So we're looking at a few different features here. We're looking at your physical attractiveness. So for that we have the Wheel of Fortune and the 2 of Swords. Your unique sexual energy, kind of just like the attractive energy that you radiate, what energy is it that draws people in. For that, we have the Eight of Cups. And as far as how people perceive your attractiveness and what makes you attractive to them, we have the Ten of Wands and the Three of Wands reversed. So you have a very interesting energy, group 2. I'm having trouble trying to read it. I just feel like you have a lot going on for you. Now, this energy right here that you radiate, this is mostly on a subconscious level, I feel. This is very similar to group 1, so I wonder if you were also drawn to that pile as well. But with the Eight of Cups here, it's kind of this like, almost like it's pointless to approach you because you won't give them the time of day. But like when you tell someone not to do something, it kind of makes them want it more. So there's something about that attitude or this energy you give off that makes people want you more, just because they feel like you won't want them, if that makes sense. And that's very similar to the energy that group 1 had as well, but it's a little different in your case, group 2. I feel like with the Ten of Wands here, it's almost like they feel you seem unapproachable because maybe you're too busy. I don't know if you are just genuinely busy, you're always working all the time, always out helping other people, but I'm also seeing that you might just have like a lot of people around you, a lot of friends, or at least you give off this vibe that people perceive you as someone that just always has a lot going on, a lot of people around them. You know, either you're very gregarious and social and you have a lot going on in that regards, or you just have a lot of obligations, so people feel like you know, you're just a busy, well-rounded person. So it's almost like even if they're attracted to you, they're like afraid to approach you because it's like, how is this person going to fit me into their life? Or this person has so much going on for them. Why would they want me? That type of thing. So yeah, I feel like with the Three of Wands reversed here, you also give off this energy that you have a lot of options, or that you're just not really looking for somebody right now. Like there's something about your energy saying like, don't approach me, I'm not really looking right now. And maybe that's true, group 2, that you're just not actively really looking for a partner, and people can read that about you, or they just assume it for some reason. For some of you, it might just be that you are, no, it's for a lot of you, I think, that they just think, okay, this person is attractive. Obviously, they have a person already. And so it's like, yeah, people, if you're single, people would be surprised, okay? Because it's like you have, it's like, okay, this person, you just seem like somebody that would have a partner if they wanted one, I guess, if that makes sense. I'm having a little trouble finding the right words today, but I hope that makes sense. But yeah, there's something, I don't know, but there's something about this don't approach me energy that makes people want you more. Because, I don't know, this reverse psychology thing, if you tell people not to do something, they want to do it more, and that is kind of what makes you attractive. It just draws people to you whether you want it or not. So I do wonder, maybe you get some unwanted attention. Either you get a lot of unwanted attention because of this, or you get almost no attention, and it maybe makes you feel sometimes like people aren't attracted to you, but that's not it. It's your energy that just makes them feel like there's no point in like flirting with you or reaching out to you because you're too busy, or you're too attractive, or they assume you're already with somebody. So with the Two of Swords here, I feel like with your physical appearance, I'm being drawn to the blindfold on this card. in particular. This is making me feel like a lot of you, there's something about your appearance or the way you carry yourself that's like you're attractive, but you're not aware of it, if that makes sense. Like you feel like you're more average than you actually are. Like you're not seeing yourself clearly. Which is interesting. The Two of Swords is also giving me this image of balance in your features, this symmetry. I do feel like you guys have a very symmetrical face, which would make you pretty conventionally attractive. So I wonder why you would not think of yourself that way. The Two of Swords is also giving me kind of a sharpness to your bone structure that I'm seeing as well. Again, another thing that's very similar to group 1. But I feel like group 1 did have a little more confidence in themselves. I feel like for you, group 2, there is less confidence in this. Like you're less aware of your own attractiveness, your own physical attractiveness for some reason. And this could be because your energy makes some people not want to approach you because they feel like there's no point, you won't give them the time of day. So I don't know if that is what's affecting this here, but I mean, I'm seeing a lot of symmetry and balance to your physical features, so that doesn't make sense. You must be attractive physically. It's not making sense to me that you wouldn't see that. So I'm also noticing the moon up here, so I am wondering if some of you have your moon in the first house, which is interesting. Moon in the first house, or you just have a very feminine shape to you, or if you're a man, there's something soft and gentle about your face is what I'm seeing. Like you have a kind looking face, which is very, very attractive to a lot of women. Like your eyes, like you have a gentleness to your eyes, like you're kind of caring, if that makes sense. A caring or a softness or something like that to your face in particular. With the Wheel of Fortune here, I am hearing the word golden. So I am wondering if some of you have more of a warm coloring to you. Maybe like a warm honey blonde hair, or maybe an interesting color of your eyes. Or just, yeah, like a warmer skin tone or something like that. This could also be referring to just the way you dress. You could dress in a way that makes people feel like you are, well, that you have, you're financially well off. Like maybe some of you wear really expensive outfits and in a really like kind of classy kind of way, or you just dress so well that people assume your clothes are more expensive than they are. You just take care of yourself and your appearance really well. I'm also seeing here with the imagery on this card in particular, I do feel like most of you you either work out a lot or you just put a lot of effort into, or not necessarily a lot of effort, but you have some sort of obvious routine that, you know, you take care of yourself, right? So you're either working out a lot or your skin is glowing. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you have a really good skincare routine and it shows, and you just groom yourself really well, is what I'm seeing with that card. But now I'd like to pull some tarot to kind of see the thoughts and fantasies from the people who are attracted to you. So Spirit, the people who are attracted to group 2, what are their thoughts and fantasies? We have the 3 of Wands. Interesting. We have the Empress. We have the Hierophant. And one more, please, Spirit. We have the Hanged Man. Okay, this Hanged Man energy is giving me more of what I was talking about in the beginning here. There is like a level of giving up before even trying with you, group 2, for all the reasons I listed. And yeah, I don't want to like keep hounding on that point, but let's start with the 3 of Wands here. There is a lot of imagining what it's like to either be with you or just be you in general. Remember, I said people do see you as someone who has a lot going on, whether you actually do or not, group 2. There's a fullness to your life that people like they almost fantasize about it. They think about it a lot because you come across as so busy or so gregarious and social that they just they wonder what this life is like. They wonder what's going on with you to make you either so busy or so distracted, okay? People are very curious about what's going on in your life because I don't feel like you share that a lot. I do feel like a lot of you, group 2, are kind of private people. But so it's like you have a lot going on, but you just don't share it, and it just makes people very, very curious about you. With the Empress here, if you're a woman, I do feel like your features are very feminine and gentle, and as I was saying before, if you're a man, there's something very kind and loving and nurturing about your face. There's this energy. It might not even be your physical features, but it's like the people who are attracted to you just really like this energy you give off, that you are nurturing or caring, like you would make a good parent. I feel like a lot of people think that, whether or not you want that or not, people do see you as kind of like ideal spousey material in a way, and maybe that's just because you do come across as someone who has a lot going on, so it just seems like you have your shit together, basically. You seem like someone who would make a good, solid, long-term partner, and I feel like that is one of the things that makes people attracted to you. You don't come across as fickle or like this person who's going to be hot and cold or overly emotional. There is a balance to you that people like. They like that you have your shit together. And with the Empress here, I do feel like people's fantasies are, it's almost like they like to fantasize about taking care of you. I do feel like with the 10 of Wands here, some of you, as I was saying, do come across as stressed out. And I feel like some of the people that are attracted to you or want to be with you, that they fantasize just about taking care of you and, taking that load off your shoulders. Maybe it's just things like giving you a massage, okay? These are really sweet fantasies I'm kind of getting a glimpse of here. They want to be the person that relaxes your stress or just eases up your life a little bit and helps you enjoy things more, because for some of you, group 2, there is a little bit of a busy stress to you that people pick up on. With the Hierophant here, I'm also seeing more of that. More of what I've been talking about. You seem very structured, like you have your shit together, you know who you are and where you're going, and I feel like that's why people get this impression that you're not looking for a partner, even if you are. Like you just already have your life together and everything going for you, and it's something people find very attractive about you, particularly more mature people who are looking for something more long-term. Like they see you and think like, that's the kind of person I want. That's the kind of long-term real partnership I want. Okay, so it's like these fantasies people have about you, they're not like fleeting fantasies, okay? I feel like people really like to pay attention to, or they notice who you are, and it's like, that's what I want long-term. That's not what I want as a casual fling. You are just like long-term spouse type material, whether you want that or not. That's how people see you, because you have your shit so put together. I'm sorry I keep using that term, but it's it's just the one that's coming to mind. And again, with the Hanged Man here, it's everything I've been saying. It's like a lot of people assume you already have everything just because of how you carry yourself. So I feel like it does prevent some people from approaching you. But, you know, like I was saying in the beginning, that does make a lot of people want you even more. But anyway, group 2, I think I'm going to end your reading right here. I hope this was interesting. If this resonated, please give this video a thumbs up. I'd love to know in the comments below, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I look forward to seeing you in another reading. Hi group 3, and welcome. You guys chose this petrified coral stone. Today we're looking at what makes you attractive, what makes you sexy, what are people attracted to when they look at you or when they meet you, when they get to know you, that type of thing. So we're going to be looking at a few different features here, and then we're going to pull some tarot to see what people's thoughts and fantasies are about you. So in terms of your physical attractiveness here, we had the 5 of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the attractive energy that kind of radiates from you, whether you know it or not. We have the 6 of Cups, and then how the people that are attracted to you view you. We have the 10 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. That's supposed to be upright. Okay, group 3. I'm going to be honest in the beginning here and say that I am picking up on a lot of masculine energy here, okay? And that is kind of what is attracting people to you. So even if you're a woman, there's something about your masculine side that's really, really appealing to other people. And I'm not saying that you look physically masculine or anything, but it is part of the energy that draws people's attractiveness to you. There is like if you're a woman, I do feel like it's because you are connected to your own body and sexuality, and you're really sure of yourself. You're very confident in yourself, and I feel like that's not a very common trait for women, to be very comfortable in their own sexuality and who they are. And I do feel like a lot of people that find you attractive, they just find this very appealing about you. And if you're a man, I just feel like your entire presence comes across as, you know, very masculine, very manly, very confident. In general, I do feel like regardless of gender, you are physically fit. Okay, so I do feel like most of you do, you know, you spend time at the gym, you take good care of your body, you are very athletic. I feel like you have a very athletic build for most of you. And I think that's where some of this masculine energy I'm picking up comes from, is just this security in your own body, this athleticism, this fitness, okay? I'm getting a sense of aliveness. You are very alive in your own body. And this vibrance makes you very attractive, which matches very well this 6 of Cups energy, which is this attractive energy you radiate. This is the energy that brings people in. The 6 of Cups is telling me that you are very vibrant. You have a childlike quality to your energy, not like childish and immature, like fun. You're still connected to your fun side. You're still connected to your life, and like you come across as loving this physical existence, and you're very fun and active is what I'm getting from it. That kind of childlike in a fun way. I feel like, yeah, you smile a lot, or you just have this kind of fun energy that just makes people feel young again. Some of you might actually look physically younger than you actually are. For a select few of you, maybe 1 or 2 of you, I feel like maybe you are a parent, and you tend to have your kids around you, or people view you as a strong, stable parent. And it does attract people who are kind of looking for that, you know, someone they can build a family with, if that makes sense. But again, like I said, that's only for one or two of you. The Five of Cups here is interesting. It's almost like there's something like a darkness to your energy. It could be a matter of a dark complexion I'm seeing for some of you as well, but I'm not picking that up for most of you. It's like darkness, not necessarily in a bad way. Some of you just might have really deep emotions. I am getting Scorpio here with this card. So some of you might be a Scorpio, or a Scorpio rising, I feel like is more likely with this group. Again, like I was saying, there's a lot of masculine Martian energy coming from your physical appearance. So Scorpio rising would make a lot of sense. Okay, there is something about your appearance that makes you seem like you have a lot of depth. And it kind of gives off this air of mystery. And people, it makes people curious about that. Especially, it's almost juxtaposed against this childlike fun side. It's like you have this surface level fun brightness to you, but there's more depth under the surface, and it just makes people really curious. People love a mystery. Mystery is very attractive. So there is something about the depth to your persona that draws people in and makes people curious, especially because it just feels like such this childlike fun, and this depth almost feels like a contradiction, and people find that contradiction in you very enticing. Whether or not it's true, that's just how people are perceiving you anyway. So with the Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, it's like Ten of Pentacles, when it comes up in an attractiveness reading, almost always screams to me, people view you as like the total package, basically. I feel like good long-term partner material. And I was getting that in some of the other groups, but it's more strong here, okay? It might just be because you have these two sides to you that people perceive right off the bat, this fun side and this deep side that makes you seem like a very well-rounded person. But with the fact that two Pentacles cards came up here, I feel like a lot of you are perceived as financially well off with these two cards here. I don't know if you actually are, but I feel like it does make you seem like someone who is a stable, supportive partner, okay? You also come across as someone who is worldly and sophisticated, if that makes sense. Like, it could be like worldly and sophisticated as in you're very complex, and it has to do with this depth that I'm reading into over here. Or it could just be that also connected to this kind of fun childlike side you have as well, where you just know how to have a good time, you know how to have fun, you know how to help other people have fun. Yeah, there's a lot of well-roundedness coming from you, and it's like people are attracted to your physical vitality and vibrance, as well as the fun side of your personality, as well as the depth. There are just like so many different angles from you, group 3, so many different ways people are attracted to you. So I feel like they might be attracted to any one of these things initially: your physical attractiveness, your mental and emotional depth, your fun side. For some of you, it could be an opulent side. It's like one thing would attract them, like bring them in initially, and then like they just learn more and more about you, and they just want to keep getting to know more and more and more about you. So yeah, you're a very interesting person. You're very interesting people, group 3. I want to pull some tarot now to kind of get more clarity on people's thoughts and possibly their fantasies about you as well. So Spirit, can you give us some insight into the thoughts and fantasies from the people who are attracted to group 3? We have the Star. We have the Emperor. Again, more of that masculine energy I'm picking up on here. And yeah, Spirit, can we get just a couple more cards, please? A couple more cards. We have the Ace of Cups. And one more card, please, Spirit. We have the Queen of Wands. Okay, so there is definitely a passionate, I do want to say, like I was saying in the beginning, there is a sexual magnetism to you, okay? There's something about you that's just very sexy to people, and I do feel like that is part of people's fantasy about you, okay? With the Ace of Wands here and the Queen of Wands, there is just this attractive magnetism to you. Like, you just radiate a lot of pheromones, and people like to fantasize about you in that way. And I do feel like it is because you are either a man who's very confident in himself and has very well balanced masculine energy, or a woman who is just very comfortable with her own sexuality and her own body. Okay, comfort in your own body is a very, very attractive trait to the majority of the population. People like confidence. People like someone who knows who they are and what they're doing. Like, this feels weird to say, but you come across as experienced. And yeah. So again, this Ace of Cups is giving me more of that depth. You have some sort of like emotional depth to you, I want to say. Like, you're not a very surface level person, which is just so interesting because of kind of this fun worldly vibe that you give off on the very surface level. It's very mysterious and it's very attractive. And with the Star here, it's like you have all these different, very attractive traits that most people don't imagine work together, okay? Like I was saying, your traits seem contradictory, but somehow with the Star here, you manage to balance them out. You make it seem, you make these seemingly contradictory traits make sense. Somehow they just balance out within you in a very harmonious way. And I don't want to say it confuses people, that's not the right word. It just fascinates them that you're even possible. If that makes sense. Like they don't expect this level of balance and harmony with all of these very, very interesting traits. I'm also getting that for some of you, not all of you, there is kind of an emotional side to you, and you almost wear your emotions on your sleeve, which I feel is one of those things that kind of confuses people about you, is that you are very open about who you are and what you're feeling. But I feel like for most of you, group 3, you are kind of a positive person, and that's what they don't, I don't know. It's just something about your emotional depth or your willingness to express that. People like that. There's an openness about you. There is a confidence in who you are. And I think that just comes from deep within you. You have a deep confidence. You have a very intense, alive vitality about you that just makes you so alluring, so deep, so mysterious, and so fun. And there's just so much about you, group 3. It's just, it's even hard to pinpoint the right words about you because you have so many facets that draw people in, and more that it's just like people want to keep getting to know more and more and more about you. So anyway, group 3, I think I'm going to end your reading right here. I hope this was interesting. If this resonated, I would love to know in the comments below. Please give this video a thumbs up. subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I look forward to seeing you in another reading. Bye! Hi group 4 and welcome. You guys chose this raw clear quartz. So today we're looking into what makes you attractive, why are people attracted to you, what makes you sexy, that kind of thing. So we're going to be looking at some of these different features and factors that you have that draw people into you, and then we're going to pull some tarot to see what people's thoughts and fantasies about you are. So for your guys' physical attractiveness, we had the 4 of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands, your attractive energy that you radiate, whether you know it or not. We have the 3 of Swords, and then to represent what people are attracted to you, what they think about you, we have the 7 of Swords and the 4 of Wands. Okay, group 4. This is not really how I wanted to start this reading, but we're going to start this off a little bit serious for your group, unfortunately. I do feel like with these 2 cards in particular here, the 3 of Swords and the 7 of Swords, you do attract some manipulative people. It seems like you do attract a lot of people that want to take advantage of you or use you, whether it's for your money, or like financial support, or emotional support, or mental support. I guess Spirit just wants to start this off with a warning to take care of yourself, protect yourself, trust your intuition, okay? Because there is something about you that does attract this kind of dangerous, manipulative person, okay? And I feel like if you chose this group, you might have a history of attracting people that just want to use you or take advantage of you. And I'm really sorry, group 4. And I'm sorry this is starting off in not the most positive way for your group, but I do feel like it's something that we need to address here. And yeah, let's get this out of the way, and then I want to talk about your positive traits and like what you should be focused on to attract more positive people, because I am seeing so many positive traits here as well. But we need to address this first. So with your main attractive energy being the 3 of Swords, and the fact that you are attracting these manipulative users, let's be honest with our phrasing here. It's like you're attracting a lot of people like this, a lot of people that want to use you or take advantage of you because of some deep wound in your heart, okay? We have a heart even on our 4 of Wands cards, our 4 of Wands card, which is reversed here, okay? There is a break in your heart, that there is a deep emotional wound to your heart. Your heart chakra might be blocked, but there is a deep emotional wound or trauma. I feel like it might stem back into childhood. One of you might have actually, or some of you might have actually had a parent that was kind of manipulative emotionally, or a user, or abusive in some way, and you might be just kind of repeating that pattern in the type of people that are attracted to you. But I feel like this type of manipulative user person, they can almost feel or sense that you have this wound inside of you, and it makes you seem like an easy target to take advantage of. So it's like this is coming up here because Spirit needs to give you this message to heal this, okay? Because you have so many positive, attractive traits, and it's like your guides want you to be aware of this and heal this so you can so you can stop attracting these bad people into your life that keep hurting you, that keep putting swords into your heart. I feel like for some of you, this is a self-esteem issue, especially the positive traits I'm seeing. Some of it is even coming from this need for validation or approval, or to feel love externally. And it's like some of you aren't loving yourselves enough, or having the confidence to, you just don't have enough self-love or confidence in yourself, and your guides are really wanting you to address that, okay? Because it is attracting negative or manipulative people into your life. But yeah, so that's our main message here, and I'm sorry it's starting off this way, but I would like to move on to some of your more positive traits. Let's dive into that, because I want to help build up this confidence. Let's build up this confidence and this esteem, okay? Because so many of you need that, and you need to heal, okay? It's like you need to heal before you start looking or trying to attract more people into your life. You need to heal this wound. But okay, the other thing I'd like to talk about, let's dive into some more positive things. So this is group number 4, and then we had 3 different 4s show up in your cards. So the number 4 is very prominent for you. So this is telling me that you are a very dedicated person. You're a very giving person, okay? You're a very hardworking person. And again, these are wonderful traits, but it is going to attract people that want to use you, okay? I feel like you guys have a very strong sense of loyalty to your partners, to your family, to everyone in your life. And loyalty and hard work, and you're just very giving, you're very loyal, and it's a very, very attractive quality to basically everyone. But again, this is another thing that people that take advantage of will come in, and they'll be attracted to that, because people that like to use people want to find people that are givers. They want to find people who are loyal and will work through anything. They want to find these traits and take advantage of it. But Spirit wants me to remind you that if you have encountered people that want to take advantage of this giving side, this loyal side, this loving side, this hardworking, dedicated side, Spirit wants to remind you that this is a good trait. Your guides don't want you to get rid of that. They just want you to heal the wound inside yourself that stops or helps you put up boundaries against people from taking advantage of this beautiful side that you have here. Okay, so that being said, I do want, let's just keep moving this into a more positive direction here, okay? But it is very, very important that you heal this, and Spirit just wants to keep stressing that. But okay, so again, more green here. It's like your heart chakra is, it wants to pour love. It wants to give love to other people, and that's another thing that users are going to take advantage of. But this desire to love other people, it needs to be pointed in the right direction here for you, group 4. 4 is also the number of your heart chakra. Okay, there are just some deep wounds there. But, alright. How I would like to move this reading is how these are positive traits and how they are going to help you start attracting better, healthier people into your life. I'm sorry, group 4, this is not how the rest of the readings went, but Spirit's concerned about you. Spirit is just very concerned right here. But, okay, I do want to move this into, like, what's physically attractive about you. So with both of these 4s here, I do feel like you do have a solidness to your physicality, okay? That this could be a muscular build. This could be a prominent bone structure. I do feel like these 4s could also represent being well proportioned. I feel like if you are feminine, I feel like your curves are in a very well-formed, like well-proportioned, like pleasing kind of shape to you. It's very feminine shape. If you're a man, I do feel like you do have if you're a man, I feel like you are very strong, okay? Even if you don't look muscular, I feel like you are deceptively strong, like you have a lot more strength than you actually look like you have. And that could even apply if you're a woman as well. I'm getting some definite Taurus vibes to your appearance as well. So I wonder if you are a Taurus rising or some other earth sign rising. There is an earthiness to your appearance. So maybe Virgo rising as well. Capricorn, yeah, Capricorn possibly as well. With the Four of Wands showing up twice here, I do feel like whether you feel this way or not, you do come across as happy, okay? And unfortunately, Group 4, I do feel like some of you do have a fake smile going on where you hide some of this pain inside. Some of this pain might be very deeply buried for some of you as well. This might be a very deeply buried trauma or wound inside you that people pick up on. But on the external side of things, I do feel like you do come across as pretty bright and happy. And I hope it's not a matter of fake smiles for a lot of you, although I am feeling that for some of you, unfortunately. But there is something about your smile. Your smile is particularly attractive. There is a brightness and a caring to your eyes that people are attracted to as well. Okay, I'm trying to listen to Spirit here because Spirit just wants me to address this, but I don't want to just hound on that same point again. So I think I want to, let's move forward with some tarot. I'd like to see kind of the thoughts and fantasies from people who, like positive people. I want to look at the traits that you can embody that will help you attract the less of these manipulative types, rather. What are regular healthy people when they are attracted to you? What are their thoughts and fantasies? That's what we'd like to get some information on here, Spirit. So can we get some insight into this, please, Spirit? Okay, we have the Queen of Cups, of course. Spirit, what else? What else are people's thoughts? What is attractive about group? We have the Three of Swords again. Spirit just really, really wants you to know this. Spirit really, really wants you to heal Group 4. Spirit, what else is attractive about Group 4 here? We have the Knight of Wands. Okay. Oh, I guess we are getting 5 cards for you here, Group 4. Okay, again, this Three of Swords. Spirit is urging you to listen to them and heal this wound, okay? It is so important that you heal this wound. But, okay. Spirit's just going to want to keep talking about that, so I'm sorry about that. I did want this to be a fun and light reading, and I feel like it has been for most of the groups, but you just need to hear this, Group 4. So, anyway, with both of these knights here, a lot of this hard-working, dedicated, loyal energy is coming back up, like it was with all of these 4s earlier. Okay, these 2 knights, you are very hardworking, you are very action-oriented, you are very dedicated. You basically, you'll put any amount of effort to make things work with the relationships in your life. You are stable. You come across as a very stable person. With the Queen of Cups here, there is that soft, bright, giving nature that is, it's wonderful and beautiful, and Spirit wants you to be able to give that to people who will give that back to you, okay? That's why they want you to heal this. Like, you have this beautiful, loving, caring nature it's almost been wasted energy going towards the wrong people, but this energy will also attract loving, healthy people, but it's almost like you need to turn this loving energy back in on yourself for a while. Heal this wound, and then it's going to attract people that can match this and give you love back in return. Give you the kind of relationship that gives you back as much as you put in. Because I feel like with these knights here and these 4s, you give and give and give. You're one of those givers. And you feel like your relationships maybe in the past have been a little imbalanced in terms of the give and take, and Spirit saying if you heal this wound, it will bring balance to that. You'll get the love, you'll get the support and the affection and the dedication from your partners and the people who are attracted to you as well. But this is a very attractive trait. Your wide open heart, your empathic nature. I do feel like a lot of you are probably empaths. This is an unfortunate sort of pattern that happens with empaths a lot of the time. They do tend to love a little too much and give a little too much and work a little too hard towards people that don't really give that back. But this energy will also attract healthy people too, okay? It does attract healthy people, but there's just something in your vibration that's not necessarily allowing those healthy people in, or those healthy people to approach you. I don't know, this is so different from the other groups. I'm sorry, group 4, but I think I want to end this reading with just some advice on healing this, since that seems to be Spirit's main point. If you feel like you were drawn to one of the other groups as well, I do recommend you go watch that, because that might be able to address the traits in you that are attractive to other people as well. But I feel like this came up in group 4 because apparently some of you just need to hear this. Okay, so some of you just need to heal. So Spirit, can we end this with some advice on how to heal this wound that group 4 has? What should group 4 do? What should group 4 focus on? Leave the house. Spirit, what else? What other advice do you have for group 4 in healing this wound that you want to talk about? Release. One more, please, Spirit. Okay, so with leave the house, that's pretty obvious advice. I think this means that some of you are very cooped up inside, and obviously you need sunlight and vitamin D, and don't suffocate your spirit by not leaving, okay? You should explore the world. But I need to mention this because this keeps coming up in a ton of my readings. My channel is small. I have hardly any subscribers, but this message keeps coming up. I feel like it is for one specific person, and I don't know, it's like Spirit brought you to my channel. Despite all odds, I don't know how you even found my channel, but Spirit wants me to tell you this message, and Spirit is getting more and more strict to this one person. Okay, you will know if this is you, and this message keeps coming up. One of my subscribers, I think, is in a very, very unsafe physical situation. You are not physically safe. You know if this is you. This is Spirit speaking to you directly. You need to leave. You need to get yourself into a safer space. Okay? You are loved, you are protected, and you are supported, and you are strong enough to leave. Okay? You need to get out of the situation that is physically hurting you. Okay, I do not know who this is for, but somebody really needs to hear this message. This is, I think, the 3rd time this has come up in my readings. So if you keep hearing this message and you know this is you, please listen to Spirit, okay? They are, like, begging you to please listen to this message, okay? Get yourself into a safer situation. You have resources. You actually have people around you that can help you. Please use them. Okay. Okay, sorry, this is a very physically intense energy that just came through me. But alright, for everyone else here, I was pulling some advice for this wound you have that is making you attract these negative people. Okay, this release is about taking the time to do the shadow work, go inside and heal that pain. Once you heal that pain, you won't have these manipulative people coming in attracted to that because they think you are easy to take advantage of. Once this is healed, there will be no pain to take advantage of. You will be secure in yourself. You will feel whole. And this beautiful, dedicated, loving person that I'm getting here that should be attracting someone wonderful into their life, but keeps attracting bad people, healing this wound will stop that, okay? It will allow the person that you need to come into your life, okay? But you have to release the pain, okay? And then indulge. Some of you are not giving to yourself enough, okay? Because you are so hardworking, you're always giving to other people, you're always doing more for others, you are sometimes the only one putting effort in. It's time to stop giving to other people and give to yourself. So indulge in yourself. Now, I personally very, very much understand this group 4. Okay, I feel like because of my own situation and my own experiences, that's why Spirit is wanting to say these things through me. Is because I've been overly giving. I've been working too hard, almost running away from the wounds inside of me. Okay, and giving to others instead of giving to myself. But this message needs to come to everyone here in group 4, okay? You need to stop giving so much to others and give back to yourself, okay? Give that love to your others. Give into your own needs. Your own needs are just as important as others. You can't actually keep giving. You're going to run out of stuff until you give back to yourself. You have to be whole first before you can give to others. Okay. I am so sorry this was so intense, group 4. This was meant to be a light, fun reading, and I feel like it was for the other groups. If you were attracted to this group, if you were drawn to this group, I do recommend you go back to the beginning and see if there was another group that's also meant for you. This message might have just come in, so Spirit could speak to either this one person or just you in general. But yeah, I would... Yeah, if maybe one of those other lighter readings is for you as well, you might have just needed to hear this first. But anyway, I'm sorry again. I hope it was helpful regardless. I hope those of you that need to heal are able to heal. If this resonated, please give this a like and a comment. And I do look forward to seeing you in another reading. Bye!